Welcome to the Group Chat Chronicles. I'm your host, Dev. With me this episode, I have Leak. What's up, Leak?
Yo, what's up, good people?
And on this podcast, we always give our own takes on a lot of topics. And as always, I want to thank everybody for supporting. And as y'all know, before we begin the podcast, we always go over what we have been tuned into, whether it be music, movies, books, TV shows, other podcasts. So, Leak, what have you been tuned into as of late?
I ain't gonna lie. That Simba Go Crazy, that new Simba album. Happy you got a chance to finally get out there. That was some old shit, like fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire and shit. Yeah, I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah, I be mixing that shit in sometimes with my
Like I don't know, like I just got just in the last couple of days like super tired of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I need some other shit right now.
Hey, I mean, I had that Simba. I like that album. I thought that's gonna be in my rotation.
Yeah, that was a great album.
That new ESTG. Yeah, I gotta be careful with bumping that. That might be like a gym only album in my opinion. Like yeah. What else? Let me see. Football back. My guys 1-0, surprisingly.
I'm saying surprisingly.
Yeah. Nah, if you would have saw that game, you would have saw that game. And we play the Packers tonight as the recording of this podcast. And speaking of the Packers, moving on to the first topic. This guy Brett Farve has been taking money from Mississippi's welfare program to fund the volleyball program at Southern Miss. And ironically, his daughter plays for the volleyball team. Well, played for the volleyball team. Right. And he got caught. So, Leak, how do you feel about that?
Yo, it's definitely fuck that nigga for that. Cause like the ad kind of insult to injury. That's like the worst state as far as like poverty is concerned. Like they're definitely they're poverty. They're top tier when it comes to that. So
God damn.
Real shit. This is real shit. So basically, when they're building this arena, stadium, whatever situation, gym, they're literally declining people that honestly need the money. Yeah. So it's like, and then on top of that, like, he was supposed to do like some speeches or some shit. He didn't even do the speeches, and he paid like whatever million back, but like the for the interest, he didn't want to pay the interest or some shit like that. Like, it's just all around petty. But my biggest ordeal of it all is why the fuck would the governor sign off on that shit? Yeah. Like someone like yes is Brett Farve, right? He's influential guy, Hall of Famer, yada yada yada. That's cool. Whatever. Yeah. Give you that. That's your accolades. That's on your resume. Cool. But because I'm a buddy, and I'm like, hey, I want to have a volleyball gym at the school. Maybe you should fund it for me. Hopefully the media won't find out. You sure about this? Come on, bro. Even from saying that, like it's shady. It's shady as fuck from the get go. And as a governor, like, why the fuck would you do that? And then, from my knowledge, the other people that was like involved or whatever, they're all arrested for the shit, but not him nor the governor or something like that. I could be wrong by the time this recording is out, but as of today, that's pretty much what it is, and that's fucked up. Like, nah, I gotta see about that. That's crazy.
I mean, my whole thing is like he didn't want the media to know about all this shit. Like the text messages got exposed.
Total sign.
I was like, wow, bro, and like I ain't trying to turn this into this shit, but like it's like this shit kind of got swept underneath the rug, even though we heard about it a couple of days ago.
Facts. But this is 2 years in the making.
That guy Kaepernick still ain't in the league though.
For taking a knee.
Man,
crazy, bro.
I don't know. I don't like wishing jail on nobody, but yeah.
It's like you gotta pay that bread. Like you gotta see the people. Like and it's crazy because the same city and state from out they got water problems and shit now, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like it's even worse. So it's like y'all really build a new gym. But you ain't got clean water.
Exactly. You got like Ray Shrimmer buying bottles of water for people, but you letting Brett Farve take bread to make a gym. Shit crazy.
Insane, bro.
Like, I don't know.
But that shows, again, even on Brett Farve, and it's like it shows you his character. So for the people, I mean, if you know a person that do shit like that, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to another football topic, kind of, sort of. It's on a lighter subject in a way. So Bengals quarterback. Why do I gotta stop being professional in this shit. Joe Burrow did an interview with Colin Cowherd, and he basically said that the Super Bowl was more like an entertainment spectacle. Like they were the entertainers at a dinner party or some shit like that. Like he basically compared it to the two.
Yeah.
So, Leak, do you agree with his comments?
It's like I agree, but at the same time, I kind of disagree because, I mean, for one, it's the Super Bowl. It's the primest of events that happen. So, of course, you're going to have a whole bunch of people that's just going to flex, especially in these times that, hey, I'm at the Super Bowl or whatnot.
Yeah.
But, like, I do feel like it was some fans there. At least I would hope. But at the same time, that's your elites. That's your, people that go to the Super Bowl. That's pretty much people that got money.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of your fans, the hardcore fans that, the players or coaches they might want, they ain't got $10,000 a ticket. Like, like that's just fact. So,
I mean, and to play devil's advocate in a way, the last year's game was in LA, so that kind of played a factor. But like,
exactly.
I mean, as a
rap is involved this time. I hate to say it like that, but this is the first like full blown out rap performance.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry, but
yeah.
It's gonna have some people there that it was a lot going on.
I don't know, but I got what he's saying though, because like I guarantee there's some people in that stadium who did not even know who Joe Burrow or Matthew Stafford even were before they made it to the Super Bowl. And they were both number one overall picks. So that's the crazy shit. So like I ain't gonna lie, like I agree with what he was saying in a way. Because like
I do too, but again it's kind of basically what I'm trying to say is like look how the NFL is doing it.
Yeah.
So
I mean like how you think they should like rectify this entire situation then?
I don't know, maybe you have something kind of like maybe season ticket holders could get a hold of it first type time. Yeah. I feel like something like that might help. Yeah. Because clearly the season ticket holder might have the funds for it. Might, because they're a season ticket holder. Yeah. So like stuff, maybe a perk like that. But I mean, to be honest, it kind of is what it is. If you ask me. Yeah. Like it's gonna be a high ticketed event regardless. Like if you sell it for the low for the people to get it. It's gonna be the same as like the sneakers was. You see what I'm saying? Football buy it up and just jack it up higher anyway. Now the NFL losing money, so it's just kind of something you just gotta deal with. It's just a big stage. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is.
So like, all right. So let's say the Ravens made the Super Bowl this year.
I would love for that to happen.
Would you?
Lamar signed a contract. I'm sorry, I cut you off. I had to throw that in. Sign a contract.
Would you pay that price to make it?
I ain't gonna lie. If I had the money, I would without hesitation.
I mean, yeah, true.
Like,
I would too, but
like I'm not gonna spend my life savings on this shit. No, I would watch that shit at the crib.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that's the thing though. Like, you got a bunch of like diehard actual fans who know the second string right tackle.
Right.
At the crib watching the game, but you got people who probably only person that knew playing in the game was OBJ. They're at the game, like it's crazy.
And it's like I feel like, but at the same time, again.
Yeah, I get it.
If you ain't, what they say, they ain't tricking if you got it.
What I got to do with anything?
I don't know. Wait, it's not like the right thing to say at that moment. They'll say you gotta have it to go. This is that simple.
I mean,
it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, still though,
it's more than football at that point.
I mean, but I get like all the sports leagues do that shit though. That's the crazy thing.
That's where the money's at.
I mean, yeah, but then
biggest bets. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
it's the biggest game of that year for sure. Yeah. So sorry, like the ballers is gonna be out.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at it, but at the same time, though, like, yeah, like not saying like the ballers don't know anybody on the team. I just know for a fact there's people in that stadium that ain't know nothing about what was going
Facts.
on.
I mean, you had like for an example, and I don't want to really call nobody out, but I want to say it was like Usher or somebody like that. Like their son didn't even want to be there. They probably don't even fuck with football.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
especially you want to take all his kids. Ain't no problem with that. He got it.
Yeah.
Residency sold out. It's lit.
Yo. I don't know. I was listening to the Breakfast Club the other day. And they said some dude called in and said like he said like for the residency at Usher's Usher it was like $300 for like a balcony seat. But no, but like he said like his friend or whatever went a few weeks before and got like a floor seat for like $100. Out of big time.
You gotta catch it early. Cause again, once them people get it, hey, it's hustle after that.
Yeah.
That's just how the game go.
Right. So moving on. So there is a tweet from Left-Handed Hater.
Okay. Shout out to them.
And it said the black tradition of clowning people is actually very effective in like crushing individuality. LMAO. Very easy to keep people in check when you relentlessly roast them for literally anything. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, essentially that's true. Cause some people might not have, the confidence or that mental, stamina, let's say, to keep taking insults from somebody.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I can see that. I ain't saying that like. I feel like sometimes it's needed, but like all the time, like it definitely can break a person's spirit.
Yeah.
Wow. So like, I mean, I feel like people need to be mindful of that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I ain't care 'cause I got this fucking mole on my left cheek, so I never gave a fuck, bro.
Nah, you probably heard this shit from jump though.
Like niggas is still saying the same jokes from when I was a kid, bro. Like, come on now. But now,
you heard it all already.
But now though, like it's like people are like, I see people saying like it's not bullying and shit, like bro, like it might not be bullying to you. I think that's an issue. Like nobody wants to admit. Like everybody wants to generalize everything. Like everybody's different and shit.
Right.
Nah, then this is fucked up. Then I saw somebody quote that shit and said, "Oh, there were two brothers that went to their school, and they called them 11:59 and midnight because they were that black."
Oh shit! I mean, but like that's an old joke for real.
Yo.
That's an old joke. That's an old one. You've been saying
and
that.
Then he said, and then the bull said, "I didn't even know their names until my senior year."
I just call them 11:59
and midnight. See,
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, but like, I can't fault it. Like, we was kids back then, so it's not. Yeah. But now though, like, I mean,
I believe in bullying to a degree.
He said to a degree. What the fuck?
To a degree.
What you mean, yo?
No, sometimes some people, I don't know, they go too left.
I mean, if they, what you mean by too left though?
Like, just an example, like a motherfucker that want to like fuck with kids.
Oh, that's not bullying, nigga.
Nah, I mean, hey,
that's doing the right thing. No, like
nah, but I'm saying like I'm talking about like as like younger, like high school times, like when I say bullying. So like you in high school with somebody trying to fuck with like a middle schooler. You feel what I'm saying? Like if a nigga was the John on them, they would consider that as bullying at that time.
Yeah.
As adults, of course, that's doing the right thing, but at that time, that would be considered bullying.
How's that? That's just weird, my nigga. Like that's not.
It is.
That's not bullying though. Like that's just like.
Man, let them go to a principal or something. They'll probably consider that as bullying.
Wait. Time out. So
you see what I'm saying?
Well, what exactly do you mean? Hold on.
Okay. Scenario: you have someone that's in 11th grade, and they're trying to fuck with like a 6th grader.
Like
literally in middle school, seventh grade, seventh grade.
Like trying to bag or just.
You already know, trying to bag. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's say you semi cool with the nigga and you caught wind, like, yo, you trying to fuck with a, you know what I mean? And you start going at him.
Nigga, that's not bullying, bro.
But again, here's what I'm saying. Let him go to, let's say, a hall monitor, principal, whatever the situation is. They probably will come at you like, yo, that's bullying. So, yo, it's just a scenario. You may be on a whole tangent now. But
niggas is hall monitors and principals are not going to be cool with that shit.
I mean, I feel that, but they probably be like, yo, but you still out of place for saying something. I've seen shit like that. That's why I'm saying this.
What the fuck? When?
Bro, come on, bro. High school, it was some weird shit. We get way off topic at this point.
I mean that's.
But I think that's necessary. I feel like bullying would be necessary. Quotes on that.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's not bullying.
Yeah,
but
it's not bullying.
But I feel like the general public might feel like that's bullying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I just think people just gotta know other people's limits and how before they start going on a fucking crazy tangent of cutting and all that good stuff. So yeah. So last topic. So if you haven't heard, on January 1st of next year, Illinois will be enacting the quote unquote Purge law. Which
they tried to warn us.
Basically
tried to warn us.
It basically just ends cash bail for the most part for a lot of crimes that maybe should be thrown under the jail for the most part.
Pretty much. That's the gist of what I got. Y'all can say in the comments if we wrong. But yeah, that's the gist of what we got.
Yeah.
So like the scenario and the guy in the video that I saw, he was like, if you have someone in your house that you basically want out of your house and you call the police, they might show up. And if they show up, it's pretty much like, yes, sir, ma'am, can you please leave the premises, whatever. And if they like, nah, they pretty much gotta get them a ticket or a citation and go about their business. They can't forcefully make that person now leave your residence.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially. So like, I was kind of reading up on it, but that's the only thing I got from it. Just ended cash bail. So like, let's say, all right. So let's say that person in that person's house was like beating their ass or some shit, and they called the cops. That's all they could do was just like, hey.
Type time. That's pretty much what I got from it.
What the fuck?
Again, tell us in the comments and we wrong. But like, that's pretty much what I got. Like, and the guy was saying like, even like for an example, someone like commit murder.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could probably, if you find them at that point, whenever they're able to serve the papers, how he worded it, they could be all the way in Alaska. So, like, yeah, you committed this murder. We need to get you to go to jail or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 5 days later, though, whenever that process is. So, he said they could be all the way in Alaska by that time. They well out of state.
Wow.
So, it's kind of like they have, like, criminals pretty much will have a whole lot of wiggle room to do whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those like you gotta read between the fine print type shits. Like,
yeah,
like I mean, it's not you can just commit whatever fucking crime you can.
Fact.
But if you do it, you gotta do X, Y, and Z, and then you're quote unquote good.
Quote unquote, yes.
That's why I won't be going to Illinois anytime soon.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's a master plan behind that, though. I ain't gonna count. They probably looking for major gentrification, some shit. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe I should shut up. This is gone.
Yeah.
Just in case I'm right.
Yeah. I mean, shit. They just sold Old Block or Parkway Gardens. For those that don't know.
Old Block.
But nah, though.
Let me ask you a question. I don't know if we talked about this, but do you think it was fucked up they didn't let Dirk ride?
I mean, was he going about it?
I feel like he offered. Then they put out like whatever in the property of buying. Like it can't be like I guess directly from there or some shit like that, or like you can't be in entertainment, whatever the case may be. I'm paraphrasing, but they worded it to some sorts like that to where as though he would not be able to buy.
This is my first time hearing about this. But
right.
like
That was a big deal.
I mean, like I probably did read about it, but I was like, oh, whatever. But nah, I'm just saying but nah, they should have. If that's the case, then why they let him buy it?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, like he's from there.
He's from there.
Like he's doing good. We know. I mean, yeah, we know.
Like I understand the politics with him in Chicago, but it's like with him in his life now.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't really see why.
Quote unquote.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, they should let him. I don't know why they didn't let him buy it. I'm just confused at it. That don't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying.
He got the money to buy. He got the money to buy it. And who's to say he wouldn't? He probably would have done good.
Actual good to yeah. I feel like they probably just on some other shit though. They probably want to turn into a big ass Whole Foods or some shit.
No, they probably that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're Whole Foods probably, or some luxury apartments.
You already know.
Whole time you could have let Dirt buy it, keep the people there, just upgrade everything.
Facts.
That's what, man.
And they basically just gonna move them to wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relocation starts next year.
Yup.
That's crazy. What do you think? Like I know what it looks like, but what's around it? That I always wonder that shit because
I don't know.
Because that's my problem with gentrification. Like y'all take these y'all take these destroy homes in low income areas, but yet the surroundings still look like low income areas. I'm just saying, what are y'all doing? What are y'all actually doing with this shit?
Bro, they just making it. You know the saying, bro. If y'all don't know, buy cheap, sell high.
Yeah.
So that's how folk playing it. You know what I'm saying? They tried to tell us, years ago that we need to buy the block. You know what I'm saying? But now it's kind of a little too late.
Yeah.
Now, some areas you can still get in though. I think Detroit right now, that's prime.
Yeah.
For real estate right now, but yeah, if you in in your neighborhood, if you feel it coming, just gotta buy the block, bro. Yeah. Try to keep it the same for how you remember, if that's how you want it to be, at least.
I mean, I'll make some improvements.
Of course, you want improvements. You don't want the drugs and all the crime and all the other foolishness. You want the dumb shit out.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I remember
it get real sometimes. Street politics.
I seen a video of the dude Nick Briz hooping in my whole block. It's weird because he used to DM King Von about playing basketball, and he went the whole block to play basketball. After King Von passed, I was like, what's going on here?
I mean, shit. I don't really see that wrong. I feel like spreading light on the hood is a great thing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because the hood isn't all bad. Yes, it has its politics, but I mean, for the most part, it really isn't. It really isn't bad if you just stay out the way.
Yeah.
But I feel like when people do stuff like that, it kind of do show that lighter side. Yo, it's not really like that.
I mean,
but it is still, that.
I mean, it's still not a tourist attraction. I don't know why. Some people when you go to Chicago, let's go to Oblak. I mean, I get why, but at the same time,
those guys are superstars now.
Yeah, I know.
In our eyes, we knew them from the upbringings type time, and we okay, we're good. But to the other people,
oh my gosh, this is where Dirk used to sleep at. Right. Yeah, let's take a picture right here.
Oh, look at the mural. You gotta see the mural, take a picture. It's literally a tourist attraction.
Yeah, Chief, you used to stand on this corner. Bro, what the fuck?
Those guys are superstars now, man.
Still, I don't want to take a field trip to the hood.
Bro, it's like
I get it though.
It's the same thing with like what is it like Elvis' house? They do Michael Jackson's house, like childhood house or whatever. Like I mean,
I ain't gonna lie. When you put it like that, I get it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Because they got superstars now. These guys get millions of views daily.
Yeah.
So it's like they look at them as the rap stars. They don't look at them as for what we know. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just put it like that.
This concludes this episode, and as y'all know, we always leave the world with a final thought. So, Leak, what is your final thought to get to the world?
Man, spread more love, not hate. Man, rest in peace, PNB. Don't share locations while you at the location. Man, follow me on all socials at It's Just Leak. I would just put it like that. Man. I ain't gonna say too much on it because by the time this out, it's gonna be like later on. But yeah, don't share locations while you at the location for sure. Safety first over everything. For sure.
My final thought is just follow all the socials, Twitter GCC717, Instagram Group Chat Chronicles 717, TikTok Group Chat Chronicles _717, Facebook The Group Chat Chronicles, and shout out to Swanee Visuals on the cam. And I would like to thank everybody for kicking it with us for however long you was here for, and we out.
Peace.